Hey YouTube, this is Shader Gaming here, coming with another video about Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I'm going to be going over the comparisons, the specs, all the things that people want to hear about. So let's go. So first, let's do the comparison stats. As you can see, the price is a big difference. It's $100 difference. You use $100 for a lot of things. So PlayStation 4 is $400, Xbox One is $500. The optical drive, they both have Blu-ray. The game, DVR, yes. The RAM, about the same, except PlayStation 4 will run a lot smoother than Xbox One. The GPU is about the same. It's just PlayStation 4 put a little more effort into theirs, as in Xbox One used the same method from 360 and upgraded it a little and incorporated it into the Xbox One. The storage, same amount. The external storage. PlayStation 4, you can remove the 500 gigabyte storage that they gave you and put in a new one. As an Xbox One, you can only hook up a USB storage, and I don't know if it's going to be 500 gigabytes. So PlayStation 4, you can keep unscrewing it, put more in, take it out, put more in. Just for the Xbox One, you have to plug it up and do that. But PlayStation 4, you can use USB also. For the cloud storage, they both have it. For the mandatory game installs, no. PlayStation 4, you have to install the game installs. For the Xbox One, yes, you have a choice. Required internet connection. PlayStation 4, you do not have to have internet connection to play. But Xbox One, it's required to have internet connection. My bad. The used game fee on PlayStation 4 is no. Xbox One's is yes. The backwards compatibility, that's no for both of them. The cross game chat, that's yes, it's like starting a party or anything. The motion control, DualShock 4 or the eye or the move, but for Xbox One, it's just the Connect 2. The PlayStation 4 has way more. As you see, they have the DualShock 4 eye, the DualShock 4 controller, the eye, and the move. So you can buy the little, it looks like a Wii stick, and then it has like a circle at the tip of it, and it lights up and changes colors. That's what the move is. The voice commands, they both is yes. For the smart, the second screen is yes. For a PlayStation 4, you can have a smart glass and a PlayStation and a PS Vita. But for Xbox One, you can only have a smart glass. For the subscription service, you have to have Plus for PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, you have to have Xbox Live. USB 3.0. Reputation preservative, yes for both of them. The web connection is about the same, except Xbox One will get more connection to your Wi-Fi depending on how far it is. And PlayStation 4 is like the same as PS3. Well, it's a little better than PS3, but almost the same. The Bluetooth, PlayStation 4 has Bluetooth, Xbox One doesn't. The AV hookups, they're about the same, except Xbox One has they added no. Xbox One has, it's like, I can't exactly explain it, but they added something else that will allow you to hook other things up. There's like more stuff, like add your TV or whatnot. For the region lock, no. For PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, yes. I don't exactly know what that means, but it is what it is. If you want to look it up, you can look it up yourself. For the picture comparison, as you can see, I don't know what game this is, but on the PS4 it's the left and Xbox One is the right. But for me, I would have to go with the Xbox One, because you can see in the background they had a little more brightness to it. But for the PlayStation 4, it's a little darker, add more contrast to their system. And if you look at the body, there's really no difference in it. You can't really see a difference unless you look into her eyes and see but a little difference at the PS4 side. And for the rock that's behind her where the bushes are, it seems like Xbox One has more light right there, so contrast for wins PS4 and brightness wins for Xbox One. The controllers, so PlayStation 4 controllers, I'm just loving it. As you see, the new controller is amazing. It's a total upgrade. You have a light bar. They have a built-in mono speaker. Above the PlayStation logo button, there's the speaker. They have a touchpad. They have upgraded the analog sticks, the whole feeling to it, the shape of it, the triggers. You have the same stuff. You have the same, like, triangle, circle, square, and X. You have that stuff. You have the same D-pad. but they added other buttons. You have the share button, the option button. It's just so amazing how PlayStation upgraded, or if you want to say Sony upgraded their controller, Xbox One controller. They didn't really change anything except the shape and a couple things, like the battery compartment. I hate batteries. Like, every time a battery die, I have to go find a new pair of batteries. It's just horrible for me. And then they have the impulse triggers. I guess the impulse triggers is nice. And then they have the D-pad they changed where it has an indent inside of it, and it's harder for your fingers to slip off and press the wrong thing. Like, say you're trying to go left on a 360. Say you're trying to go left, but you go right, or you're trying to go left, but you go up. So that's what they mean about how they changed it all. Totally different. Next, we have the sales for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. As you can see, the Xbox One at the beginning beat PlayStation 4 by 1 million sales. But my bad, PlayStation 4 made a comeback and went up to 4 million sales, as in Xbox One is at 3 million sales. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. PSN really did their thing. My opinion. Well, Xbox One looks like a box, like a DVR box. You wouldn't tell from the DVR to the Xbox One. They're totally different, in my opinion. The price of the Xbox One is outrageous. I don't have the type of money to go buy both systems, but for the people who do have the money to go buy both systems, let them do them, and they're lucky to have both systems, or at least have the Xbox One. Like, I would get it, but I'm going with the PS4 because of my opinion. Moving on is the PlayStation shouldn't start charging people for PSN. It shouldn't fall into that thing that Microsoft did. I don't like paying to play on my own Wi-Fi. That really does suck, but it is what it is. PlayStation 4 controller is really good. They upgraded a lot. Xbox One controller it's alright. I like the shape of it. PSN software isn't the best. They could have done better, added more things to it. As in, I would go to Microsoft Core 8, but there's just some things I wouldn't like about it. Xbox One parental control is overrated. You have too many kids will totally be on lockdown if they add one thing onto parental control. PlayStation 4 controller, it might use too much energy from the light bar because it has to light up, so it's gonna need some more energy. As they said, you have 8 hours of life on the controller. I think that's good, but as in, if you play with the Xbox controller, they have way more hours because batteries pack a lot of energy. But when they go out, you're mad because you find some new batteries. Unless you ever play in Go Pack, which most people don't. But if you do, good for you. The Xbox One camera, I hate how they started off saying that you have to play with it. You have to play with it. It was a requirement, but now I think they said it's mandatory. So they changed it a lot. Xbox One controller needs batteries. Bad. I hate batteries. I know everyone has the feeling of them playing in the game, their controller dies, turning it back on, playing the game, controller dies, and you keep dying. Say you're playing Advanced Warfare and your controller dies, and you're in a bloodthirsty, and there's like 3 people in front of you don't see you, and you're about to kill them, but your controller dies. You kill one person, and then you die. So I hate that. So next thing, well, the system I'm gonna go with, the system that I've got, that I just got, is the PlayStation 4. I like PlayStation 4 a lot better than Xbox One. First, the price. Second, the controllers. Third, the looks. And fourth, the features. PlayStation 4 features are way better than Xbox One. Xbox One still has features from 360, but I say about 16's upgraded. But PlayStation 4 upgraded a lot of their stuff. As in the new update there was, how 2.0 update, I think you can now record you have the game DVR where you can record, and you can directly upload it to YouTube. Xbox One doesn't have that, and it can be longer than 15 minutes now. But as Xbox One only can do Twitch and I forgot the other stuff. It's called Ustream or something like that. Or Ustream is for PlayStation, but they could do but so little, or but so much on their system. But thanks for watching, guys. You can add me on PSN for Shady for the win, as you see it's spelled right there. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I will be doing a giveaway sometime soon. Just add me on Twitter to enter it to it. I can't tell you what it is yet, but you will like it. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.